you. Gayla Tanner, the Houston City Times.
I would like to make some comments.
Please come up. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon. And I'd like to thank Commissioner Solari and Commissioner Hannes for their support in withdrawing from 750 and their leadership. Here's a little history for those of you who do not believe this is directly linked to the UN Agenda 21. And I know you don't want to hear this, but in the Federal Register dated August 24, 1998, President Clinton, through his EPA, in their overview states the Sustainable Development Challenge Grant Program is also a step to implement Agenda 21, the global plan of action on sustainable development. In a report to Congress on Sustainable Communities Grant Program Evaluation, the Office of Sustainable House and Community stated that under these grants, such efforts may include amending local master plans, zoning codes, building codes, to reduce barriers to mixed-use development, affordable housing, and the reuse of older building structures for new purposes. It goes on to indicate that the demand for both of these grant programs is high. Well, no wonder. You got your hand out, the money's there. Everybody wants their hand in a cookie jar. All you have to do is go back to the historical role of the federal government. As an example, look at the old Bureau of Public Roads, which became the Federal Highway Administration, and the Highway Trust Fund that was supposed to build interstates. Eventually, the Highway Trust Fund was raided by those that saw a pot of money that they felt indirectly related to building highways. Now Secretary of the State is saying the trust fund is going to grow, and guess what? They need more money. This story is the same for every federal program. The Sustainable Communities programs will be no different. The federal government will dictate through their grants how a local government, through bureaucratic and unelected officials, will decide how we live. Many of us are paying attention. We want to stop this, and we will not quit, no matter what we're called by the Miami Herald or any other